Hey guys, this is William with another video for twitch.tv/play_agricola and okay, let's take a look at this starting pile. Playing with Ken, A9, and Herbal Boar. Benefactor plus Pasture Planner is a pretty good combination. There's Village Elder, always got to consider that. Casino Manager for Wood Miner. Circus Manager is pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. I think I'll take Pasture Planner here, and then I'll plan for really early fencing with one of the 4 wood occupations. Yeah, if I could get Benefactor back, that would be pretty good. What do I want to do here? Hedgekeeper's pretty good, but I think I'll take Village Druid. I mean, if I have Pasture Planner and I'm fencing early, I have an early way of holding stuff, so yeah, none of the rest of these are that. I mean, Hedgekeeper is excellent, but I have Pasture Planner already. I don't think I need Hedgekeeper. Hill Farmer is good. Problem with Hill Farmer is usually you want to play it first and then do some plowing. Oh, I like Hill Farmer. Yeah, it is the best card by quite a bit. Animal Buyer maybe? Animal Buyer. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty playable if I get a bunch of food from Hill Farmer and Village Druid. Alright. And then here I get Benefactor. Okay. Pear Peeler and Plowman are both very good, but Benefactor is gonna be just awesome. It'll let me get that first room reasonably fast, even though I'm gonna spend a bunch of wood on Pasture Planner. So my plan is, yeah, Village Druid, Pasture Planner, Hill Farmer early on, and then Benefactor in stage 2. Hopefully the way I'll work it is that Village Druid, then Hill Farmer, then Pasture Planner, probably like that, and then Fence. Or something like that. I don't know, to be determined. Miller, I think. Miller can be pretty good just for getting, you can play it and get a cooking hearth or whatever. It's a way of playing major improvements. And then nothing here is particularly good. I'll do Powerhouse. Powerhouse is pretty good, but it doesn't go with my strategy. Guest room is I usually pick really highly, but I'm not sure how high my success rate actually is. Probably guest room would mean that my animal buyer comes out later. I've got chocolate. I got almshouse. What are the three cards that are going to go out of here? Guest room, almshouse, chocolate. So which of those do I want to take? Almshouse maybe for the animal buyer. Like guest room's pretty good. Fortunately, I don't know that I'm gonna have family growth. Maybe chocolate. Chocolate's pretty good for food. Chocolate or guest room. The other thing is, I guess I could do guest room, hill farmer. I don't need to fence super early. Well, I think I take guest room and see what else comes. Whether I play it or not will depend. Okay, so heavy plow with animal buyer will be really good. Parchment with village druid is really good. I think I take heavy plow here, because with animal buyer it seems like a pretty good combination, and then hopefully I get parchment back. I'm not sure if it will, but I think heavy plow is the pick here. This pick. Rope fences plus pasture planter could let me fence like ridiculously early. I think though the pick here is collar and chain. Yeah, rope fences I think probably comes just a little bit too early. Like it's gonna make me use all, like it forces me to get 2 reed here, which I might not get, and if I don't get it, then my pasture planter is gonna be so slow. Yeah, Tuileries with heavy plow, I don't really want to do Tuileries. Shepherd's Crock is could be okay, but it doesn't. No, Shepherd's Crock doesn't go with Benefactor. Probably collar and chain. If I get parchment back, collar and chain will definitely have been the right decision. So there is this canoe combo. Canoe plus the whenever you fish, you get at least 4 food. Twibble and Twivel is pretty good. Point plus some food. I think though I'm pretty likely to get that fishing card back, so I'm going to take canoe here. Yeah. Oh, almshouse came back. Okay, almshouse with guest room is really good. I'm surprised almshouse came back. Oh, parchment and stone weir. Okay. Canoe and stone weir could power guest room really easily, but I also have hill farmer which can power guest room. I think parchment. I think that's too good of a combo to pass up on. And the good thing about collar and chain is that I can do a 2 animal grab, use one to pay for parchment, then play the occupation as well. So, and then I can play an occupation each round for no actions, and I keep regenerating the resource I need to pay it, which is the sheep. So yeah, that looks pretty strong. Actually, I got this combo Village Druid plus Parchment in like one of my very first G4G5 games. When was that? That would have been like 4 years ago. Probably 2013. Yeah. I wonder how it went. I don't remember. I definitely remember getting this combo though. Yeah, so I actually don't need defense really early then, because I'll play Pasture Planner, but I'm gonna use my resources for guest room. Well, I will wanna. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I can beg a lot with Alms House. Yeah, I'll beg with Alms House to power guest room. I'll take Lasso here. Yeah, taking animals will be good for me because I'll have my fencing done nice and early. And I don't think Shepherd's Crock is going to be worth fencing multiple times just to get 2 sheep. Should be pretty easy for me to get sheep otherwise. So there's my final hand. Lots of new cards. Lots will be determined by what occupations and what actions I get. Alright, so do I play Hill Farmer here? Do I Hill Farmer then Plow, or do I play Village Druid to start getting the Village Druid occupation stuff going? I think, or I could even do Reedstone Food to do starting player Collar and Chain at some point. Yeah, I think I like that actually. I don't need to play Village Druid here. I want sheep to come out first. If I have to play these 2 cards by hand, that's not such a big deal. Village Druid then Pasture Planner in like round 3, round 4, or something like that. And then beyond that, these 5 cards I can play with Parchment. Because the problem with Parchment is, of course, you actually need to have 2 sheep. One to pay for the sheep, and then one to start playing the occupations. And just because I've went over that draft pretty quickly, Parchment says at the start of each round, pay a sheep to play an occupation. And it has a sheep cost. So yeah. Interesting. 2 wood for Ken over occupation. I would guess Ken probably has a starting player action he wants to do. Oh, I should organize my farms the way I like them. Ken's over here. I like having them line up with the text here. Ooh, that's pretty early. So Cowboy and Mother plus Village Elder already. 2 clay for the first fireplace or starting player. I think I'm gonna do this. Play Collar and Chain right away, so now I have a way of holding animals and scare everyone off of that fireplace. Major minor, that's kind of too bad. But I'll play Village Druid here. So the next time I play an pasture planner, I'm going to get a sheep from doing it. I can use that sheep to pay for parchment, and then I just need to do a sheep grab in order to start playing other occupations. So if I get occupation back here, that looks like I will, yeah, because A9 cannot afford to use the expensive space. So I'll do occupation here. Other nice thing about heavy plow is I should be able to fill all my farm with like 1 or 2 plows at most, because I can get 4 cattle and then do two plows for 6 fields. And then if I benefactor 1 or 2 rooms, benefactor 1 room, maybe build 1 room. Yeah. Should be pretty good. Probably just 1 room, because I'm going to need a lot of wood early on. So I need 9 wood total to fence all my spaces. Nice thing about this setup is I can use Miller to play Cooking Hearth out of order, get a way of eating animals, which is handy. Do stuff like that. Playing Powerhouse, like not having to play an action and still get to play Powerhouse, is reasonable, because it'll probably give me a couple food with for no cost, or very little cost. All right, here, 3 wood or reedstone food. I think I do reedstone food, and then fishing or traveling players. I'm gonna try to be greedy and get 4 wood with 1 action for the guest room. Might see Ken and A9 take food here. And if they do, then I get 6 wood, I guess. So my plan. Oh, I also want to do starting player parchment at some point. Like I could starting player parchment here. Maybe next round. My 2 actions will be starting player parchment and 2 sheep. And then I'll get a 3rd sheep, which will breed, and then I start using that to pay for stuff. I don't know, we'll see. Circus Manager for Herbal Boar lets you play occupations on traveling players, but only if it's your last action. Cowboy and Mother, I already looked at that earlier for A9. Can be really powerful, depending on the game. Unfortunately, no 4 wood action. So I think here I do 2 sheep. And then starting player parchment. Do I need to play parchment here? I also want to get other stuff going. Um, no, I think I want to do starting player parchment because that'll get me 4 wood, and then in the next round I can do 4 wood and then play guest room. And I'll beg 4 food here for sure. That'll leave me with 8. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I'll be only 1 short of a max guest room at that point. So that'll be fine. So I get 4 wood here. So Hill Farmer is good with this strategy with guest room because I'm going to get a 4th person without actually increasing my real number of rooms. So then Hill Farmer will stay active for longer in the game. Oh, Ken's doing starting player. So that's okay, just as long as Major Minor stays free. I don't think A9 will do Major Minor with his first action, because, Clay Oven's not really contested. So A9 will do that, and then I'll probably try to take 6 Clay in next round. Oh, that Clay's gone. Too bad. I'll play guest room. So play guest room. Guest room, I put 8 food on it, and that gives me 8 guests I can use for the rest of the game. Only at a cap of 1 per round. Next thing I'll do is I'll play an occupation. I'll play powerhouse. Oh, well builder. That's good for herbivore. Awk. What's the awk that I'm gonna play? Powerhouse maybe. May as well play it now. And I'll get a guest here. So I get guest each round for the rest of the game except for round 14 basically. Yeah, so when do I need to play Alms House by? Looks like I'm not going to get it out this harvest. So I want to take no more beggars. So that means I need to get 4 food for the next harvest. So I have 3 actions here. I certainly can do plow. Now if I do plow, then my heavy plow goes down in value a little, but I don't know. Alms for Ken. That's handy. So A9 will do 6 wood, so then what do I do? I can do 3 food fishing, or I can do 3 wood. 3 wood lets me do starting player canoe, and then canoe will get me all the food I need. Okay. Then I can also play alms as well. Alright, I've convinced myself. And then I'll try to get 4 clay in round 7, so that at the start of round 8 I can play miller and grab cooking hearth. And then my feeding should be pretty set for the rest of the game, with my ability to hold a breeding pair of sheep, and I should be able to fence relatively early. So interesting, Ken decided to pass up on 1 plow from Plowman in order to get more out of his alms, which alms, when you get first family growth, it can be really good, because usually the problem with that first family growth is getting enough food, depending on how the game's going. Purple board doing starting player, so I think I do canoe. And then I do fishing plus food read. Oh, Boy gets adoptive parents out. That's pretty nice. I play benefactor here. So I can play Alms House this round, or I can play it next round, either of which are fine. I probably will not build a room until I fence, so I'll use Benefactor for my only wood room. But I'll have Guest House, so I should still have enough actions to be really relevant. So I'll get 4 wood, and then hopefully 4 clay will come back around. I do want to get if I could get a couple stone, that would be nice for my powerhouse. Get me a couple free food. Probably this round, the sheep is gonna, like, I'm not gonna actually breed my sheep, unfortunately, because I want to have room for the newborn, but that should be okay. Shears here for just lets you get stuff off of day labor. Ooh, there are other day labor cards there, aren't there? Like friendly worker. I think friendly worker is not really that strong. I don't know. Problem is you have to go on day labor, and most of the time that's not, like, going on day labor when you don't have to just kills all its value. So I'll try to get Basket Maker's Workshop with Canoe. It's, you know, makes the fishing space worth a lot of food to me, and I can use that food with the animal buyer to get turn it into points. So Otherwise, I don't need any more reed this game because I'll renovate twice. Oh, I could play lasso as well. So I got a couple of things to use reed. Oh, and Alms House, of course. So I'll probably starting player Alms House with this move because there's nothing else that I really want to do. Yeah. What color am I? I'm teal. Okay. Let's play Alms House. So I can beg one more. So I keep one food and discard the rest of my beggars. So I play Miller here to get Cooking Hearth. Not that much that I want here. I guess Reedstone Food to get Basket Maker's Workshop. Probably three wood. Purple board grabbed a bunch of reed there. A9 renovating to stone, I'm sure. Yep. So I'll grab Reedstone Food. So I could build a room here and then later do my fencing. With Cowboy and Mother out, family growth will be really easy to get. Do I want to do that? I think I'd rather use my wood to fence a little earlier. So like I only need 2 more wood total. Oh, plow driver, nice. Good stuff. Plow driver plus Cowboy Mother. Nice thing is it lets him get all his fields done. So instead of using Cowboy and Mother for the fields at the end, he can use them to get to do family growth, which is going to be worth a lot of points to him. So that's good. Good stuff. I think I take 2 wood here because then next round I can fence, which is good. I can fence, which lets me use my benefactor. Yeah, okay. I think that's worth doing. 2 wood is not a great action, but I think in this situation it's absolutely fine. I maybe could do 4 clay instead of 2 wood. But clay oven's already gone, and three of us already have stuff, so I think it's okay. So Erpelborg grows again with adoptive parents, so he grew really quickly, which is nice. That first fireplace is doing good work for him. Oh, and Ken's got Grotto. Has he been buying off of it? I have not been paying attention at all. When did he play Grotto? Oh, he just played Grotto. So how much food do I need here? If I eat a sheep, no, I want to turn that sheep into I want to turn that sheep into an occupation. So how many actions do I have that I can afford to use here? Oh, my fencing got blocked. Okay, so I can ignore growing. So instead, I will do fish plus food R. So I can eat I can eat 2 of my sheep, or how am I gonna do this? Yeah, not getting fencing here is annoying. It was good on A9 to block it, I guess. Delays me another round, which is annoying. Yeah, the thing is, I probably don't want to do animal buyer quite yet, because turning a cattle into sheep is overkill, or cattle into a room is overkill. I'd probably rather keep the sheep, eat one, let it breed again, and then return that sheep. And then in the future, I can buy 2 sheep, or eat the 2 sheep to get cattle. Yeah, I don't have to do it this harvest, so I won't, I think. Um, hmm. Probably 5 clay. Nothing I really want to do. I could take vegetable or something. I could take wood. Wood lets me do heavy plow. I think the clay's at a good number though. I could also take stone for my powerhouse, which I have not gotten a single thing out of yet, but I mean, didn't really cost me anything to play it, so can't complain. I guess the advantage of buying cattle this harvest is that I then have those cattle for my heavy plow. Okay, so I only need 4 food, but if I want to buy cattle, which I think I do, I probably want to buy them now so that next harvest I can buy boar if needed. So if I'm gonna buy cattle, I probably want to convert reed. All right. So I feed that, and then these 3 and another 2 food go into 2 cattle, which breed. There we go. That's good. So I am gonna turn a cattle into a room, which is a little overkill, but if I don't eat that sheep and just keep the sheep, then it's two fewer food for me. So it's worth doing. So what's left for me? Um, I need to actually fence. That's one thing for sure that I need to get done. Um, I could take 3 stone here. Or do I fence first action just to make sure it doesn't get blocked? There is hedge keeper. Yeah, okay. I need to fence first action, or else I'm at risk of hedge keeper locking me out of family growth again, of build and grow again. So I fence 15 and save 6 wood with my pasture planner. I can put my sheep in, or my cattle in there. So now, at any time, I can turn a cattle into a wood room and then family growth. Uh, but I have to do it with this action. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a minor improvement to play, because I only have 2 left and I don't have the resources for either of them. Oh, what do I do with this last action here? Um, Reedstone food maybe? Or probably not fishing. Probably Reedstone food is okay. Or I could take, no, vegetables gone. Yeah, Reedstone food's fine. That stone will be worth points in some way, either with pottery or with renovating to a stone house. It also lets me play starting player lasso and immediately grabbing 2 boar or 2 cattle. Probably actually grab 2 cattle because I can eat the 2 cattle, buy 2 boar, and I come 2 food ahead. That sounds good to me. Erpelboar has a lot of action super early, and he's got well, which is nice, and animal pen, which is good for feeding. The question is, can he fill up his farm? Or like is he going to be able to compete with Ken to get the resources he needs? Because Ken needs a ton of wood as well, and I would like another wood action to get heavy plows. So A9 doing starting player. Probably fine. I'll still do 2 cattle. So with guest room, my policy is always get the action sooner. I pretty much never decide not to get it because even though action's late, like around 14 action might be stronger than around 6 action, it's all about the acceleration, right? And so, an action, even if I only get 2 wood early, I don't know. So I'll get 2 boar. 'Cause 2 boar is pretty good for me. Reed getting taken is a little too bad. I think my last 2 moves might be Reedstone Food, Reno Pottery, or maybe like Reedstone Food take vegetable, or Reedstone Food grain, something like that. Probably what I do is I eat 2 cattle, or I eat 1 cattle to get 2 sheep, and then start breeding. Looks good to me. So Reedstone Food for sure, I think. And then the question is, what's this last action? Is it fish? Is it reno? Is it vegetable? Is it 2 wood? I guess 2 wood is fine because it lets me starting player heavy plow next round. Which I probably want to do. Yeah, I probably want a second action starting player. Or I can plow to set up the round 14 plow sow. Okay, plow's gone. Let's take vegetable. Or do I reno? Pottery is safe, so probably reno. Or probably vegetable. But starting player heavy plow could be really good. But I should be able to get a better wood action next round. Yeah, okay. I'll do this. Keep eating my reed because I want to get lots of food. Okay, I do plow sow. And then my first action in round 13 will be starting player heavy plow. That's what I'll set up. So this ended up being okay. So then I want if I could get to 8 cattle for round 14, that would be cool because I could get maximum fill up all my farmyard spaces, but probably just getting to 3 is enough. Getting to 6, I should say, because then my heavy plow will maximize my plow points in just one move. So second action will be to take wood, and then third action will be reno, and then probably take grain. Yeah, it's probably the sequence for the rest of the game for me. And then in the harvest, I'll set it up so that I can buy 2 cattle. Yeah, that looks good. I will end up a little light in terms of number of people, but I think I should have enough points from other sources. So if I let cattle breed once, I only need to spend an extra 4 food this harvest. So I can eat a sheep, and probably don't want to eat boar. I probably want to let my boar breed if I can. Reno's safe, so I don't need to reno with this action. So what's my other move? Take grain here. Pay a food to Ken. Yeah, I don't need to reno for another. I don't need to reno for another round. I forgot about Hill Farmer again. Yeah, Hill Farmer is normally really good, but it's only going to be like a couple food for me. Same with pretty much everything else I've done. It's only going to be worth a couple things. So I can, yeah, probably I just reno here. Reno, play pottery. Yeah, I have reasonable points from cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I can get up to 13 with good resource grabs. Although Basket Maker's Workshop, there's no way I get enough to maximize that. So, not sure if my points will be enough without getting another family growth. Probably I need that 3-point action in round 14. So hopefully it comes all the way around. It might not. A9 might decide he needs it instead. Oh, Beastmaster would have been alright for me. Although no, I need to eat animals, so. But it would really encourage me to max boar and cattle. But I think for only 2 points, the trade-off is not really that strong. Or what you get back from doing that is not that strong. So I'll breed 1 cattle, then I need to pay 4 food for my 6th cattle. which will let me plow an extra 3 fields. So I'll maximize my plowing actions with just one more move, which is pretty nice. So for the rest of this round, I mean, if plow sow comes back around, I'll do it. I'm sure Ken will plow sow. Otherwise, I can take food, and then I can take reed probably. I can consider renovating to stone, although Ken probably will want to. Yeah, he can do reed stone food and then buy one more stone from Grotto. So maybe not. Maybe not. I guess Ken also wants to get on plow sow, so maybe, or sow bake, sorry. So maybe he won't do plow sow. So I'll probably end up doing fishing because I'll need the food and the reed will be worth something. Oh, Ken does what? He just took vegetable. Okay, so he's planning on doing sow bake. So I can do plow sow here if I want. The advantage is it gets me another, it's a 2-point action because it gets me another grain. So yeah, let's do that. So I can use my heavy plow here. So I actually don't need to buy cattle anymore. I can let them just breed 2 more times, which I can then consider buying maybe some boar instead. If I can buy 2 boar, that'll be worth a point. Yeah. So maybe probably buying sheep will be the cheaper way of getting points because it's 4 food for a point, whereas boar is a bit more expensive. Um, I can take boar. I can do something else. Probably just take boar. Five goes in here, and then I got 4, and I can go up to 6 here, and then I can do 4 sheep in there. All right. Oh, you know what? I am running out of space. Oh, that's too bad. So I might end up eating boar twice. Yeah. Let my sheep max, eat boar in the next 2 rounds. So yeah, so that was just a 6 food action. It wasn't actually worth, it might be worth points because it's food, but it wasn't actually worth all that much. Is this my last move? Darn. I can fish, which will get me a reed, or I can take grain, and taking grain is going to be a 2-point action. Cost me a food though. Oh, whoops. Here, I can lay it out nicely just to be totally clear how I'm holding my animals. Then I harvest these 2 things. Yeah, so probably I need to get plow sow. If I don't get plow sow, I think I don't have a chance. But let's take a look. I'm at 35 and I've got like 4 or 5 points more available to me next round pretty easily. Purple Boar only at 23, but he's got 2 Reno actions. A9 is similar. Oh, I forgot about Village Elder. I totally forgot about Village Elder. 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice. I'm in first for Village Elder by 2 improvements, so that's good. And Ken, yeah, I'm not too worried about Ken. He's too far behind, I think. So let's do this. Get a food, and then sow for some nice points. And then hopefully I get family growth. If I don't get family growth, I take 5 clay, and then after 5 clay is probably 3 reed, and that'll be it for me for the game. And then I'll Reno, I'll breed into another cattle point, and then yeah, eat a boar and a sheep. Perfect. A9 does family growth, not really a surprise. So now I have a couple 1-point actions available to me. Yeah, and I'm maxed out on animal spaces. I'm not able to hold anymore. So yeah, this has been pretty good. My improvements have worked nicely together. Like guest room with almshouse is good. Parchment plus collar and chain is good. Yeah, and then heavy plow with my animal buyer, really good. So what Hill Farmer gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food only. Powerhouse gave me 0 food, but other than that, everything's been pretty useful. Purple Boar doing day labor so that he can have an uncontested Reno action. So he can do 2 Renos in a row now. So that's nice. What do I have left? I guess taking points away from A9 is as good as adding points myself, but oh, there's you know what? There is circus manager, or was it card dealer? There's a 3 wood occupation left. He doesn't have the resources for it. He doesn't have the resources. Okay, probably won't get played then. So we can just do a 1-point action here. It's like vegetable, I guess, is a point, or 3 reed. I guess 3 reed is slightly better because it also is some food. So I have a point from collar and chain, and then I have 3 points from village elder. Unless, yeah, there's no way, actually no, there's no way Purple Boar can jump ahead of me in village elder. He can only tie at best. So yeah, that was really good. I totally forgot about village elder. I should have been playing for it, but I was not. Holy. So he only gets to 8, which is not enough. Yeah, so pretty sure I win. So I score whatever I have plus 4. So 45 plus 4, 49. Should be enough for the win. Let's see, what does A9 have? A9's got 42 plus cash crop and Twibble. Yeah, he needed the village elder bonus. I think even if he had got it, I still beat him, but I don't know. Yeah, he only scores 45 even with without it, so I guess Erpelbor might beat me. I didn't really look at him because he's getting Village Elder. Because he's got a bonus point from Stoneweir. Oh, that's it. Nah, he's not beating me. It's GG. Unless Ken. I didn't look at Ken though. Yeah. No, Ken doesn't have enough points from improvements. 44. Okay, so it looks like I win. So Ken has whatever he says, and then 45 for A9, 49 for me, and 44 for Erpelbor. Yes, this was a nice game. Playing occupations for no cost, functionally no cost, with no actions is really strong. Really strong. So, so GG. Ken says G4G5 is boring. Yeah, I like heavy plow. Oh, Ken's silly. Ken is silly. Anywho, let's take a quick look at the draft, but I think I probably drafted pretty well. I'm not likely to see anything that'll make me change my mind. Pasture planner. Ooh, behind circus manager and benefactor and village elder. Interesting. And then I took village druid here because I thought my thinking was pasture planner is already saving me some wood, so I don't want to do hedge keeper. So then village druid will give me animals to hold in those pastures. And then hill farmer was the best card in this pack. And then I did animal buyer, best card in this pack. Benefactor, strongest by quite a bit. Miller, strongest. Yeah, powerhouse, strongest. So guest room here. So guest room looks like it's close in strength to watering can actually, which is interesting. Well, actually probably stronger than watering can because it's drafted a whole card earlier for only a 0.2 difference in power. Yeah, I was thinking about taking chocolate here. Holy, am I glad I did not, because getting Almshouse back, yeah, it probably should not have come back because it's the third best card in this pile. And then heavy plow. Heavy plow was just perfect for me with the animal buyer and the fencing reasonably well. Collar and chain. Yeah, happy with that. Canoe. Canoe ended up actually, I guess it was okay. Thing about canoe is the 2 wood for canoe I could have used for the heavy plow or to do starting player earlier. Almshouse, obvious synergy with guest room. Parchment. Parchment coming back was huge. What did I take instead of parchment? I took heavy plow, hoping that parchment would come back, and it did. Heavy, and I mean, parchment is, well, probably a bit better than Peasant's Boutique, it looks like. But yeah, Ken took alms instead. Yeah. Getting parchment here was game making, absolutely game making, huge. How did I play so many improvements? I guess I did Pottery Basket Maker's Workshop on, or Pottery on Rano to Clay. I did Basket Maker's Workshop because of Canoe. And then I did Cooking Hearth with Miller. And then I guess I just wanted to play all my improvements. So I guess I did major, minor improvement a couple times. So it worked out pretty well. Thank you very much for watching. That's going to be it for me for now. So hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.